Hi, my name is Tommy Vena with the Vena Agency, and here's a little bit about our company and what we do. So our company is American Income Life, and American Income Life was founded in the early 1950s by a gentleman by the name of Bernard Rappaport. And when he founded the company, he founded on the backs of unions and labor unions. Actually was founded as the only 100% union insurance company in the world. And since then, the company has grown and expanded to where we don't just service unions, but we service over 40,000 different groups and organizations across the globe. The company is now international. It's in all 50 states and is continuing to grow. When I started with the company, one of the biggest things that attracted me to this business was not only the company culture, but they had a great system in place as well. And one of those systems was the marketing. You know, a little bit of background from myself. You know, I went to college and graduated with an economics degree, and right out of college, I jumped in and decided I was going to get my real estate license. So I got my real estate license, and right before I started that career, my dad pulled me aside and he told me that, hey, there's no residual income in selling real estate. So you might want to find something that you can build residual income, because 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're going to have bills. You're going to need to put food on the table. And 20 years from now, I don't want you to have to go to work in order to get that done. So you need to find something where you could do the work today, but get paid for the rest of your life. And at that time, I never really heard of residual income. He explained it to me kind of like a Michael Jackson. You know, when Michael Jackson sung that song Thriller, he sung that song one time and recorded it in the studio one time. Every single time that song gets played, he got paid, right? So it's kind of like that. It's where you need to find something where you could do something one time, but you could get paid for the rest of your life. He said if you get into the financial services industry, they build residual income in that industry. So I jumped in and I became a financial advisor, guys. So my first 3 years out of college, I was a financial advisor. And I was helping people with their investments and planning their future and helping them with their overall personal finances. I was licensed Series 7, Series 66, life accident health licensed stockbroker. And after 3 years of doing that, I made a career transition and I came to American Income Life. Biggest reason I made that change, one of the first ones, was the marketing. What we found out here is we don't have to cold call or prospect. As a financial advisor, I was spending 80 to 90% of my time cold calling and prospecting. And it kind of got old after a while. So after 3 years of doing that, I saw an opportunity where we already have a proven system in place to get us in front of clients, and I don't have to waste all my time cold calling and prospecting and then spend a whole bunch of time meeting with clients. Now I can spend most of my time dedicated towards meeting with my clients and not having to find that next client and where it's coming from. So the marketing system was one of the biggest reasons why I came to the company, is because we have a proven marketing system, proven lead system, to where we can already start and not have to cold call and prospect. So after the marketing, though, a big thing that stood out to me, though, was the opportunity for growth within the career. A lot of times in a career, you have to wait for somebody to die or retire to have a chance to earn a promotion or to apply for that next promotion. And here, all the promotions were based upon our own merit. So we promote from within. And it's all numbers-based and merit-based. So when you look at an opportunity, that's something that stood out to me as well. The next thing that stood out to me was the residual income. So not only was there an opportunity for me to grow professionally based upon my own merit, but the financial rewards upfront and the financial rewards in the long run added up to my long-term goals. And my long-term goal was to be financially independent. And financially independent would mean that we can do whatever we want whenever we want and not necessarily have to work and have to do something. Beyond the marketing, a big thing that attracted me to the organization was the chance to grow professionally and to earn promotions based upon my own merit, Some places where you go to work, you have to wait for somebody to die or retire. And this opportunity is all merit-based, so you can grow your career as fast as you want and as quick as you want. I love the fact that in this business, specifically with this organization, the more that you help others, the more that you're going to be able to help yourself. And it goes with our clients. First of all, if I can serve a lot of clients and I can serve them really well, I'm going to make a great income for myself in serving clients. But in leadership, if I'm able to lead people and lead them very well, I will make a great leadership income as well. So to go along right with that, the more that you put into it, the more that you're going to get out. And in fact, whatever you put into the business, whatever you put into the opportunity, you get back tenfold. And that's good for some people, but for some people, it might not be good, because some people want to put a lot in and they get a lot out. And some people got to realize that if you put a little in, you're probably going to get a little out. It's an equation, it's a concept of input, output. So here's my career track with American Income Life. You know, I started with the company in 2008, in July of 2008, and that was my first month as an agent. And when you start with this company, everybody starts as an agent and they can work their way up. So I saw the career and I saw the career track, and I did the math, and I saw that the path was all math, and I ran the numbers backward, and I figured out exactly what I needed to do to earn my promotions and to get to where I wanted to get to. So just understanding the career opportunity, you know, you start as an agent, and then you can work your way up to a supervisor, and then you could become a manager, and then a general manager, and ultimately even a regional manager and a state director. Well, I saw the general manager as earning $5,000 or $6,000 a week, and I knew that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I had my eyes set on working really hard to become a general manager. So my first month, July of 2008, I hit the ground running, and I jumped into the sales, and I worked really hard. I made a lot of phone calls, I saw a lot of clients, and I made a lot of sales. My first month in the business, I sold around $24,000 of production, and I was able to earn myself over $12,000 of income in July of 2008. So from there, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe that if I worked hard, I would actually be compensated for all of my hard work in such a manner. My second month in the business, I ended up recruiting a whole bunch of people, and I quickly became a supervisor within the organization. And in my second and third month, I continued to recruit and train and recruit and train. And within 2 months of being in the organization, I was able to earn my manager promotion. So from there, I was working and training and developing my team. I was recruiting, training, and developing. I was meeting with clients on a daily basis. And about 4 to 5 months into the business, I started in July. By October of 2008, I had a team doing over $70,000 a month in production, and we were just getting started. So I was really, really excited, and we turned it up, and within 9 months of me starting with the company, by March of 2009, I was able to earn that major goal of becoming a general manager. So I got promoted to the general manager after 9 months of being with the company. And from there, I continued to grow my general manager team. My first year ended 2009, and I made around $120,000 in my first full year with the company. And in 2010, we got our general manager team built and really rocking, doing pretty well. And in 2010, we ended up promoting a couple people to general managers, and I became the regional manager right at the end of that year. But that year was a great year. I earned over $200,000 in my second full year with the company operating as a general manager, and I stepped into my third year, 2011, as a regional director, to where now I was overseeing other general managers and helping them develop. And in 2011, as our regional team developed, our regional team stepped on the scene in our first full year, and we ended up being the #3 regional team in the whole entire world. And I'll tell you that most people don't become a regional director in 3 years, let alone become the number 3 regional director in the company after 3 years. So I know we had a great team that was built, and we really worked hard with them so that the following year, in 2012, we were able to be even more competitive, because when we were the number 3 regional team in the world, they only gave an award to the top 2 teams. We ended up becoming number 3, and the top 2 got an award in 2011. So in 2012, we didn't want to let that happen again. We worked really hard. In 2012, we ended up becoming the number 2 regional team in the company. But 2011 was still a great year. As a regional director in my first full year, I earned over $500,000 in income. And in my 4th full year with this company, 2012, we ended up becoming the number 2 regional team, which we got one of these awards there. I also earned over $937,000 that year as well. And then from that point forward, the regional team continued to grow, and we were actually on stage and awarded the top regional team trophy in the entire company for 4 years in a row. And then we were able to promote one of our general managers, and then they were able to take upon the top regional team in the world. And then in 2018, we ended up becoming the number 1 regional team in the world, and Matt Diolis is one of our general managers that we promoted to a regional director. He was the number 2 regional director team in the world. So after many, many years of doing very, very well as a regional director with the company on stage multiple times, the company had given us an opportunity to go from being good to take people to being great. And we were good in the situation that we were at. The team was in a great situation, but we had an opportunity for something bigger, something better, and something more awesome. At the beginning of 2020, decided to start the Vena Agency. Moved from Pittsburgh to Chicago and planted our roots right in the Chicago area. Since then, the agency has experienced tremendous growth, and it is a great foundation for our goals moving forward. What we've done so far has been absolutely amazing. In a short period of time, we've been able to lay such a great foundation. We've made a transition to going to a complete virtual environment now. We have people who were not able to do this opportunity because logistically, they just couldn't drive to people's homes. And now we no longer have to drive to our clients' homes. And we're able to work virtually all across the country. I have single mothers that were not able to do this position and work with this career, and now they're able to do this. People in different states that that didn't have the opportunity now have the opportunity. So it's such an amazing transition, and the opportunity unlimited has somehow became even more unlimited than it was before, and it's gotten better. The company has found a way every single year to get better and make it better. You know, there's always a give and take out there, and the give and take is typically companies are trying to take and take and take as much as they can and make employees give and give and give all they got. Well, with our company, there's a give and take as well, except it's the opposite. For the last 14 years in a row, I've saw the company transform, evolve, and get better. And there's a give and take, but our give and take is where the company just gives and gives and gives and makes it better, and they take nothing in return. I've been able to go on many trips with this company. Our company sends us on a trip every single year. We get to go to conventions, all expenses paid trip on the company, 5-star, high class. You get treated like royalty the whole entire time. And you and a guest all on the company. We've been all around the world, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without, American Income Life. So if you're looking for that new career and that next new opportunity, go to our website and click Contact Us.